Imagine if the last few minutes before sleep could transform your entire life. What if there was an ancient Buddhist practice so powerful that it could heal your mind, release the day's burdens, and set you up for profound inner peace? Tonight, I want to share with you a sacred evening ritual that Buddhist monks have used for over 2,500 years to cultivate wisdom, compassion, and unshakable tranquility. As the Buddha taught, the mind is everything. What you think, you become. The thoughts and intentions you carry into sleep don't simply disappear. They shape your dreams, influence your subconscious mind, and determine the quality of your rest. More importantly, they set the foundation for who you become tomorrow. This is not just another bedtime routine. This is a transformative practice that will change how you end each day and begin each morning. By the time you finish this practice tonight, you will have taken a profound step toward inner freedom, emotional healing, and spiritual awakening. In our busy world, we often collapse into bed carrying the full weight of the day, unfinished conversations, lingering worries, unresolved emotions, and tomorrow's anxieties. We treat sleep as an escape rather than a sacred transition. But Buddhist wisdom teaches us that the moments before sleep are actually the most powerful time for inner transformation. A wise monk once said, "How you end your day determines how you begin your tomorrow. How you begin your tomorrow determines the quality of your entire life." When we consciously prepare for sleep with intention and awareness, we create space for healing, insight, and deep restoration. The practice I'm about to share works on multiple levels. It releases the accumulated stress and negative energy of the day, cultivates positive mental states that influence your sleep and dreams, plants seeds of wisdom in your subconscious mind, and creates a foundation of peace that carries into tomorrow. Step 1. The Great Release. Before you can invite peace, you must first release what no longer serves you. Sit comfortably on the edge of your bed or in a nearby chair. Close your eyes and take 3 deep breaths, allowing each exhale to release tension from your body. Now, mentally review your day from the moment you woke up until now. Don't judge or analyze, simply observe. As you recall each moment, imagine placing all the stress, frustration, worry, and negative emotions from the day into an imaginary basket beside you. See yourself gathering up every harsh word spoken to you, every moment of anxiety, every feeling of inadequacy or anger. Place them all in this basket. As you do this, say silently or aloud, "I release what no longer serves me. I let go of this day's burdens. I am free." When the basket feels full, imagine yourself walking to a window and pouring the entire contents out into the night sky, where they dissolve into nothingness. Feel the immediate lightness in your body and mind. You are no longer carrying the weight of the day. Step 2. Gratitude. Now that you've created space by releasing the negative, it's time to fill that space with light through gratitude. Still sitting comfortably, place your hand over your heart and take a moment to feel its steady rhythm. Begin to recall 3 specific moments from today that brought you joy, comfort, or peace. Perhaps it was the warmth of morning sunlight on your face, a kind word from a friend, a moment of laughter, or simply the taste of your morning coffee. Let each memory fill your chest with warmth. For each moment, silently say, "I am grateful for this gift. This blessing touched my heart today." Feel the genuine appreciation flowing through your body. Notice how gratitude creates a natural sense of contentment and peace. As you continue, expand your gratitude to include the people who supported you today. Family members, co-workers, even strangers who held doors or offered smiles. Feel your heart opening wider with each acknowledgement of kindness received. Step 3. Forgiveness and compassion. True peace cannot exist while carrying resentment or self-judgment. This step involves extending forgiveness to others and to yourself, creating space for compassion to flourish in your heart. First, bring to mind anyone who may have caused you difficulty today. See their face in your mind's eye, and instead of focusing on what they did wrong, Imagine them as a fellow human being carrying their own burdens and struggles. Silently say, I forgive you. I release any resentment I hold. May you find peace and happiness. You might not feel complete forgiveness immediately, and that's okay. The intention alone begins the healing process. Next, turn this compassion toward yourself. Recall any moments today when you felt you could have done better, spoken more kindly, or acted with greater wisdom. Instead of harsh self-judgment, offer yourself the same compassion you would give a dear friend. Place both hands over your heart and say, I forgive myself for any mistakes today. I am learning and growing. I am worthy of love and peace. Feel this self-compassion softening any tension you hold against yourself. Step 4. Planting seeds of tomorrow. Your subconscious mind is most receptive just before sleep, making this the perfect time to plant positive intentions for tomorrow and your future. Rather than falling asleep, worried about tomorrow's challenges, you can program your mind with empowering thoughts and peaceful intentions. Visualize yourself waking up tomorrow morning feeling refreshed, peaceful, and strong. See yourself moving through the day with grace, kindness, and wisdom. Imagine handling any challenges that arise with calm confidence and an open heart. Set 3 positive intentions for tomorrow. These might be, tomorrow I will speak with kindness. Tomorrow I will notice moments of beauty around me. Or tomorrow I will respond rather than react. Feel these intentions taking root in your consciousness. As you plant these seeds, know that your subconscious mind will work throughout the night to help make these positive states more natural and accessible tomorrow. Visualize these intentions as seeds of light being planted in the fertile soil of your consciousness, ready to bloom into beautiful reality with tomorrow's dawn. Take a moment to also set a deeper intention for your spiritual growth. Perhaps it's developing more patience, cultivating greater compassion, or trusting life's process more fully. See this intention as a golden seed being planted in your heart, knowing that each night you sleep, this seed receives nourishment and grows stronger. End this step by silently saying, I trust that my highest good is unfolding. I plant these seeds of positive intention with faith and love. May they bloom for the benefit of all beings. Step 5. Releasing tomorrow's anxieties. Minds try to bring worry for the future is one of the greatest disturbers of peaceful sleep. Hours before tomorrow even arrives, we mentally rehearse problems that may never occur, conversations that may go differently than expected, and outcomes we cannot control. This step teaches you to dissolve these mental barriers and release tomorrow's anxieties before they steal tonight's peace. As the Buddha taught, do not dwell in the past, do not dream of the future, concentrate the mind on the present moment. Tonight, you will learn to free your consciousness from the prison of future worry and rest in the sanctuary of present peace. Lying comfortably in your bed, take a moment to gently scan your mind for any concerns about tomorrow. Don't judge these worries or try to solve them. Simply notice what your mind is carrying into sleep. See these worries as clouds drifting across the clear sky. Each worry is temporary, passing through your consciousness without defining who you are. You are not your worries. You are the peaceful awareness that observes them. First, acknowledge the concern with compassion. I see that I'm worried about tomorrow's presentation. This concern comes from my desire to do well, which shows I care deeply about my work. Next, recognize what you cannot control. I cannot control how others will respond to my presentation. I cannot guarantee that technology will work perfectly. I cannot control every possible outcome. Then identify what you can control. I can be well prepared. I can speak from my heart. I can respond gracefully to whatever arises. I can trust in my abilities and experience. Finally, release the outcome with this sacred surrender. I have done what I can today. Tomorrow I will do my best with wisdom and courage. I release my attachment to specific outcomes and trust that whatever happens serves my highest good. Visualize each worry as a bird flying away from your consciousness into the night sky. Feel the immediate lightness this creates in your mind and body. Now that you've released tomorrow's anxieties, imagine your mind surrounded by a gentle but impenetrable barrier of peace that prevents future worries from disturbing your rest. This shield is made of your deep trust in life's process, your confidence in your own resilience, and your understanding that most of what we worry about never actually happens. When anxious thoughts about tomorrow try to enter your awareness, they simply bounce off this shield of presence and dissolve. Repeat this affirmation. My mind rests in the peace of this present moment. Tomorrow will bring its own wisdom and strength. Tonight I sleep in complete trust and surrender. Step 6. Surrendering into sacred rest. The final step involves completely letting go and surrendering yourself to the healing power of sleep. Lie down in your bed and take a moment to appreciate the comfort of your pillow, the warmth of your blankets, and the safety of your resting place. Place one hand on your chest and one on your belly. Begin to breathe slowly and deeply, feeling your body naturally relaxing with each breath. As you breathe, silently repeat this ancient Buddhist blessing. May I sleep in peace, may my dreams be filled with wisdom. May I wake tomorrow with a heart full of compassion. May all beings everywhere rest in peace. With each repetition, feel yourself sinking deeper into relaxation. Let go of any need to control what happens next. Trust that your body knows how to heal and restore itself during sleep, and that your mind knows how to process and integrate the day's experiences. Finally, surrender completely to sleep with this final intention. I release control of everything beyond this moment. I trust in the wisdom of life. I am safe, I am loved, I am at peace. When you practice this sacred bedtime ritual consistently, the results are profound and life-changing. Your sleep becomes deeper and more restorative because you're not carrying the day's stress into bed. Your dreams often become more peaceful and meaningful, sometimes offering insights and guidance for your waking life. You wake up feeling more refreshed and centered, starting each day from a place of peace rather than anxiety. Over time, you notice that you're less reactive to daily stresses because you've developed the habit of releasing them each night rather than accumulating them. This practice cultivates what Buddhists call a clear state of awareness, where you see life's challenges with wisdom rather than reactivity. You begin to respond to difficult situations from a place of calm strength rather than emotionally. Many people find that problems that seemed overwhelming the night before appear much more manageable after a night of sleep preceded by this practice. The ancient saying, "Sleep on it," contains profound wisdom. Our resting mind often finds solutions that our active mind cannot. This bedtime practice is not just about better sleep, it's about spiritual transformation. Each night, as you release, forgive, appreciate, and surrender, you're gradually dissolving the mental and emotional patterns that create suffering in your life. The Buddha taught that enlightenment comes through the gradual purification of mind and heart. This nightly practice is a form of purification, washing away each day's accumulation of negative thoughts and emotions while strengthening positive qualities like gratitude, compassion, and peace. Over weeks and months of consistent practice, you may notice that you're naturally becoming a more patient, kind, and centered person. Situations that used to trigger anger or anxiety lose their power over you. You develop what Buddhists call unshakable peace, an inner calm that remains stable regardless of external circumstances. This practice draws from several traditional Buddhist teachings. The release step comes from the practice of letting go or non-attachment. The gratitude illumination reflects the Buddha's teaching on appreciating the conditions for happiness that already exist in our lives. The forgiveness and compassion step embodies the Buddhist practice of metta, or loving kindness. Meditation, planting seeds of tomorrow, connects to the understanding of how our intentions shape our reality. Finally, surrendering into sacred rest reflects the Buddhist teaching of accepting what we cannot control, while trusting in the natural wisdom of life. Buddhist monks have long understood that the transition into sleep is a daily opportunity to die to the old day and be reborn into new possibilities. This practice helps you experience that profound transformation every single night. Let's understand some common questions. What if I fall asleep before finishing all the steps? This is perfectly fine. The practice is meant to be gentle and natural, not forced. Even completing 1 or 2 steps mindfully is far better than falling asleep with a mind full of worry and stress. Trust your body's wisdom about when it needs rest. What if difficult emotions arise during the practice? Sometimes releasing the day's burdens can bring up deeper feelings that have been suppressed. This is actually part of the healing process. Acknowledge these emotions with compassion, breathe through them gently, and remember that feeling them is part of letting them go. If emotions feel overwhelming, simply focus on your breath and the physical sensation of lying safely in your bed. How long should this practice take? Typically, this practice takes between 10-20 minutes, but you can adapt it to your schedule. Even a shortened version, perhaps just the release and gratitude steps, can be transformative. The key is consistency rather than duration. What if my mind is too busy to quiet down? A busy mind is exactly why this practice is so valuable. Don't try to force your mind to be quiet. Instead, gently guide your attention through each step. If your mind wanders, simply notice where it went and gently return to the practice. Over time, your mind will naturally become calmer. While the steps provide a solid framework, feel free to adapt this practice to your personal needs and spiritual beliefs. You might add prayers that are meaningful to you, include specific people in your forgiveness practice, or visualize healing light surrounding you as you prepare for sleep. Some people like to keep a small journal by their bedside to write down their 3 gratitudes from the day. Others prefer to speak the words aloud rather than silently. The most important element is approaching the practice with sincerity and an open heart. You might also create a peaceful environment for this practice, dimming the lights, playing soft instrumental music, or lighting a candle. These external elements can help signal to your mind and body that this is sacred time. When you consistently practice this bedtime ritual, the benefits extend far beyond your personal peace. As you become more rested, centered, and emotionally balanced, you naturally bring more patience and kindness to your relationships. Your family members, friends, and co-workers all benefit from your increased emotional stability and compassion. You may find that you handle conflicts more skillfully, communicate more clearly, and respond to stress with greater wisdom. This creates positive cycles in your relationships and work life. The peace you cultivate in your bedroom each night ripples out to touch every area of your life. Moreover, by modeling this kind of intentional, mindful living, you inspire others to consider their own relationship with rest, reflection, and inner peace. Sometimes the most powerful teaching we can offer is simply the example of our own transformed life. Tonight, you have the opportunity to begin a practice that could transform not just your sleep, but your entire life. This ancient Buddhist wisdom, refined over millennia, offers you a pathway to profound inner peace, emotional healing, and spiritual growth. As you prepare for bed tonight, remember that you're not just ending another day, you're participating in a sacred ritual that connects you to centuries of wisdom seekers who have found peace through these very practices. You're taking responsibility for your own inner state and choosing to end each day with intentional love, gratitude, and release. The Buddha taught that we become what we think about most. By ending each day with thoughts of gratitude, forgiveness, and peaceful intention, you're shaping yourself into a person of wisdom, compassion, and unshakable tranquility. If this practice resonates with your heart, I encourage you to make a gentle commitment to yourself. Choose to practice these steps for the next 7 nights. Notice what changes in your sleep quality, your morning mood, your daily interactions, and your overall sense of well-being. Remember, transformation happens gradually and gently. Don't expect perfection or immediate dramatic changes. Instead, trust in the cumulative power of consistent, loving intention. Each night you practice, you're investing in your own peace, healing, and spiritual growth. Share this practice with someone you love, a family member, close friend, or anyone who might benefit from more peaceful nights and centered days. Sometimes, the most precious gift we can offer another person is a pathway to their own inner peace. As the ancient Buddhist blessing goes, may you sleep in peace, May you wake in joy, and may your life be filled with the light of wisdom and compassion. Tonight, as you lay your head on your pillow, know that you're not just going to sleep. You're entering into a sacred practice that honors your highest potential and nurtures your deepest peace. Sweet dreams, and may you wake tomorrow with a heart full of light. If this bedtime practice speaks to your soul and you're ready to transform your nights and your life, commit to trying it tonight. Set aside just 15 minutes before sleep to experience this ancient wisdom for yourself. Share this practice with someone who struggles with restless nights, anxiety, or simply wants to end their days with more peace and intention. Sometimes the most beautiful gift we can give another person is a pathway to their own inner tranquility. Remember, every master was once a beginner. Every peaceful person was once troubled. Every wise soul was once searching. Your journey to profound inner peace begins with a single night, a single intention, a single moment of choosing love over fear. Tonight is that moment. Your transformation begins now.